The New York Giants have made a move that's lighting a firestorm across the NFL, leaking portions of SHEDEUR Sanders' draft interview. And it wasn't to showcase brilliance or elite readiness. No, it was to cast doubt, drop a nugget that forced people to question his character. And the crowd went ballistic. If you're into the real story and all the messy twists they don't show on highlight reels, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're sticking around to see how this Browns QB chaos plays out, you should definitely be subscribed. The setup that feels dirty. This wasn't just any interview. According to insiders, the tape was cherry-picked. The Giants flashed a blurred, partial clip and baited Sanders into sounding dismissive. Then they dropped it, alongside footage of Jackson Dart, painted as troubled and flustered. The optics looked like parody, but they weren't. Dart's bloopers were scattered across multiple questions. SHEDEUR's snippet was one moment out of context and potentially manipulated to create a narrative. The message? Here's why he's not ready. And the NFL world paused, caught in the fallout. The narrative trap. Media hit the ground running. Arrogant. Unprepared. Entitled. Analysts pointed to that clip as evidence he couldn't handle pressure. But nobody asked, were they testing his ability to think on his feet or just looking for a slick soundbite? Sanders, the progeny of Coach Prime, reacted instinctively, not rehearsed. But that vulnerability, that raw moment, became the anchor in his profile. Instead of context, people saw clickbait. And suddenly, the kid who torched the fences with 74% completion and 37 TDs was reduced to a 10-second window of perceived arrogance. Fans losing their minds. The uproar was real. Reddit blew up with screenshots and conspiracy threads. Did the Giants just sabotage a player to justify not drafting him? Twitter hashtags like #FairPlayForSanders trended. Cleveland fan groups lit candles for justice. People began demanding full footage. If you're going to show it, show the whole thing, became the rallying cry. They didn't just want clarity. They wanted accountability. When a kid's career could be impacted by a snippet, they argued, shouldn't we have the full story? Voices of the grassroots. Local Cleveland voices spoke up loud. That video doesn't show the full question, one fan posted. It's purpose-built to control a narrative. Sanders didn't fail the test. They failed to test the credibility by not showing context. The crowd felt betrayed not just by the Giants, but by media outlets that amplified the clip without skepticism. Within days, Cleveland's digital town squares turned into war zones demanding transparency. The pressure of image politics. This incident is a microcosm of NFL scouting's darkest secret. The interview process can feel weaponized. Some teams ask bizarre questions. Others trap players in hypothetical frustrations. And when someone refuses to play by scripted rules, they're labeled red flag. That negativity sticks harder than any bad film tape. SHEDEUR's experience peels back a system that rewards polish over authenticity. Wanting genuine answers? Then the league needs to admit it's not always ready for them. SHEDEUR's response, grace under fire. And how did he handle it? By not turning into a PR puppet. He posted a measured apology, not for belief, but for being misinterpreted. He expressed respect for the process, acknowledged the power of perception, and said he hopes anyone watching understands the context. Not excuses, just clarity. That's what critics call maturity. And the fans? They ate it up. That reaction wasn't scripted. It was leadership. OTAs and the resurgence. Then came OTAs. SHEDEUR took the field and took control. No interceptions. No forced throws. Just accuracy, command, and a quiet intensity that belied his draft round. Suddenly the doubts in that one clip felt laughable. How do you break a reputation built on perfect passes and poise? Every coach who saw him in 2-minute drills, RPO sets, and red zone sessions came away with the same note. That kid gets it. The interview moment faded. Performance speaks louder. Media backpedaling begins. As the tape did the rounds, analysts backpedaled like delicate dancers on ice. Some admitted they'd overreacted. Others pivoted into praising his toughness. The tone moved from he's rash to he's real. And it all started with admitting they didn't have full context. This mid-course correction didn't erase the damage, but open the door to correction, embrace, and renewed appreciation. Giants' reputation takes a hit. Who do they hurt most? Themselves. If the Giants wanted to showcase how serious they are, the leak does the opposite. It makes them look insecure, calculating, even tribal. Because now we're not arguing talent. We're questioning their values. And fans notice organizational culture more than they notice linebacker depth. This leak leaves a stain. The system under scrutiny. What about the bigger picture? The NFL interviews players expecting polish, but penalizing nuance. They want cookie-cutter yes man. Any attempt to think critically or challenge hypotheticals throws them off script and out of favor. Sanders' experience could spark change. Maybe interview processes become more transparent. Maybe analytics balance bloodless clips with context. Maybe GMs admit that performance is what should matter, not who remembers the right joke during a long film session. One transcript leak, one controversy, but it's sparking whispered conversations across league offices. Fan movement builds. Cleveland supporters did more than protest. They started small petitions. They demanded the Giants release full footage or apologize. They even hosted local watch parties where fans canceled snarls by showing Perkins clips of his college polish. Maybe it's a small gesture, but it's more than that. It's cultural pressure. The people are saying, if you unfairly ignore our guy, we will remember. We will vote with our attention, our viewership, and our passion. And yes, our merchandise sales. Now it's draft day redux. Fast forward to draft night. Teams hesitated around Sanders, but he lands with the Browns. Maybe he was deliberately passed over as a long-term strategy. Maybe they viewed him as a late steal. Either way, now he steps into a rival city's building, ready to show what they missed. And thanks to this controversy, Cleveland is paying attention. National media is watching. It's not just a draft pick. It's a redemption story in motion, with stage set inside the NFL. The takeaway. Here's the truth. We love the draft narrative. We eat interviews. But when the spotlight falls on a player's persona, we need to question. Are we weighing validity or sensationalism? SHEDEUR Sanders didn't fail a test. He just challenged the frame. And when people dug deeper, they discovered a leader, someone willing to stand up, own his mistakes, and perform under real-world conditions. That's what you want in a quarterback. So now, OTAs behind him, this controversy in the rear view, the draft story written, it all comes down to one question. When the season starts, will someone who questioned his character still feel comfortable voting no on his talent? America's team? Maybe. Cleveland's savior? Possibly. A catalyst for change? Definitely. So let me leave you with this. Don't let a 10-second clip define a career. Watch his throws, his attitude, and his intangibles. Then decide. Because what the Giants try to hide may just be the breakout star we've all been waiting for. The preseason camera rolls tight on SHEDEUR's face. No flash, no handshake, just laser focus. He strides back from the huddle. Coaches nod. Film crew leans in. And as Cleveland fans press play on NFL Network's top 100 preseason replays, one highlight stands out. A 45-yard strike darted between two coverage defenders. No hype, just precision. Just proof. Let's set the scene. Final preseason game. The Browns are up a touchdown, 2-minute drill clock winding. Sanders trots onto the field, headset off, helmet cinched. The stadium hums, not with noise, but with expectancy. This final gallery of snaps isn't just auditioning for reps. It's auditioning for history. He lines up under center. Motion, protection checks. Blitzing linebacker screams across the line. But SHEDEUR's rhythm is undisturbed. He steps, fires right as the pocket collapses. The ball hits the receiver's hands backside. Perfect. First down. Camera cuts to the sideline. Stefanski's jaw clenches. He knows. That clip is gold, not just for highlight reels, but for the tape room. It says volumes. Calm under rush, accuracy under stadium lights, clutch possession demeanor. The coaches see it. The front office sees it. And every corner of Cleveland starts to feel a quarterback emerging. Internal fallout. Who's the real QB? Once the preseason ends, the depth chart murmur turns into a low boil. DJ Pickett, the padded veteran. Joe Flacco, steady veteran. Dylan Gabriel, fresh but inconsistent. But there's only one guy rewriting every evaluative rubric. Sanders isn't just performing. He's dominating. The next morning's notes are clear. 2-minute drill, white heavy check mark. Post-snap mobility under pressure, white heavy check mark. Accurate downfield ball, white heavy check mark. Pro-style leadership off the field. He's already the guy seals on every analyst sheet. There's no mystery. The room that was hedging, it's pivoting. Media blitz ignites. By midweek, the buzz is everywhere. Sleeper rookie QB threatening Brown's conscience. Blair's one Cleveland outlet. Across X, hashtag swirl. Hashtag SHEDEUR explodes alongside hashtag CincyWatch. National media starts asking, is Cleveland already fielding their Dak Prescott? The pre-week 1 forecast shift from QB competition tight to Sanders lock-in imminent. Select national analysts travel to watch him practice live. The buzz is kinetic. Pressure cooker. Game plan breakdown. Cold steel replaces hype. This is where the rubber meets the road. Bengals blitz packages, disguised coverages. They're trying to rattle him in walk throughs. But his reps? He's reading, processing, reacting like he's lived this life for years. Coaches run third down drills. Every rep is under spotlight, and every single one passes. Now, it's not, maybe he'll be good. It's, does he carry this against first stringers? The next 2 practices feature the starters, and everyone watching nods as he navigates blitz after blitz, hitting sight throws every time. That film gets thigh-slapped by assistants. Suddenly, they're not saying we'll see. They're saying he is. The anthem moment. Week 1 game plan reveal. Friday pressers are clinical. Stefanski doesn't hide it. We're rolling with SHEDEUR Week 1. He's earned it. We're excited to see what he does. That confirms it. No draft order caveats. No quarterback competition tricks. It's official. Sanders takes the reins. The city exhales. The tickets flood. Bars open early. Kids overnight at 10 p.m. just to watch a rookie throw one real NFL snap. Monday morning Inc. National shockwaves. After the franchise announcement, Monday headlines scream. 5th-round rookie QB starts for Browns. History in the making. Sanders emerges while stable veterans benched. Is this the dawning of the SHEDEUR age in Cleveland? Even defense-centric outlets drop coverage. They want quotes from Burrow, defensive coordinators, every voice in the AFC North. Because this isn't normal. This is seismic. Cincinnati showdown, reputation test. Game day arrives. Fans bounce in electric anticipation. The offensive line looks primed. Receivers warm with swagger. And SHEDEUR? He bounces, focused, head in film mode even in the tunnel. First snap, empty backfield, single safety look. He checks to a screen, hits it for 14 yards. Boom. Just confidence. Second series, 2-minute intro. They hand him a clean pocket. He dismantles Bengals personnel. Fake. Step up. Throw over slot man. First down, 20 yards, sideline eruption. What does this do? It shakes defenses. Because that throw, it wasn't explosive, it was surgical. It said, I'm here. Momentum breeds momentum. He's calm. He's collected. Then, who does it? A drive for the ages. Third quarter, second half, game tied. 5 straight completions. He podcasts escape hurries like they're instructional. He scrapes off linebacker shoes and cuts left. Hits Cooper on a broken coverage. 39-yard gain. First down again. City holds breath. He steps off the field. He's not chest beating. He's silent, focused, but the stadium's roar, it tells the rest. Post-game fallout and phenomenon. Night turns into post-game interviews. Sanders walks in stoic, calm. Press questions come fast. That road throw, what did you see? Pressure in the pocket. How did you stay poised? Do you now feel what you belong here? He answers plainly. We practiced that. We planned. They executed. I'm proud of the team. It's humility, strength, star drive, and reporters eat it up. Media frenzy. Rookie of the Year trail ignites. By Tuesday morning, Rookie of the Year odds shorten. QB power rankings shake his name. ESPN runs feature. The underdog that took Cleveland by storm. Podcast debate NFL history. When was a rookie QB ever handled this calmly from day one? It's not hype. It's heat. And the Browns finally have that switch flipped. Leadership consensus plus national attention. Beyond the field, cultural reverb. Kids and Browns gear start bartering for jersey numbers. Coaches in youth leagues swap viral clips. Show your kids what command looks like. Social media stats go ballistic. SHEDEUR's face is already stamped into collective neural network. Sponsorships? Coming. Next day animations? Dropping. And the city? They explode with team pride that hasn't been felt in years. Season still long, but signs unmistakable. Yes, the rest of the season matters. Formal wins matter. But this moment, week 1, 5th round rookie QB, 2-minute drive, national watchers. This is identity building. This is narrative incarnation. The Browns aren't banking on hope or draft hype. They're letting a rookie ascend through merit, poise, and grit. The city awoke with lingering electric charge after Sanders' debut. Week 2 brought him to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Lights flare, national cameras zoom in, and against the Steelers' crush-heavy front, the rookie's mettle would be tested. Coin toss, ball in hand. Sanders draws in the huddle, crystal clear. The team follows. On the run, he's not stumbling. He's pulsing confidence. Drop back, tight end out routes free, and he hits him 33 yards over middle. First down, shockwave of possibility echoing through sideline. The Steelers answer back with blitzes. Sanders picks it apart. Pump fake here. Step up there. Sidearm laser over pursuing edge rusher. He scrambles when he needs to, but hides his concern like he's walking into film class. 2-minute drill a half. Deliver punch to the 1-yard line on 3rd down. Then sweet feed to the back. Calmly tapping the board. He knows. By game's end, win or loss, the message is clear. This rookie isn't rolling back. He's leaning in, weathering rookie moments. Of course, not every down was iconic. A third-quarter pressure netted a tip ball interception. Madden moments flash wildly. Social critics feast. But this time, the response medal counts. Sanders picks himself off, looks coach in the eye, and says, "Won't happen again." He owns it. Not denial, not deflection. Ownership. And in week 3, flashes perfect deep ball to Cooper on first drive. Impressions reinforce. The mistake fades. The resolve deepens. Week 3 to 5, growing the foundation. By week 3, they're home again. Cleveland Stadium erupts as Sanders throws back-to-back TDs. Pocket poise. Progression sharp. Replay versus snap count stats show top-tier QB efficiency. Mid-season film degraders slump under the narrative's gravity. The dogs have teeth. Week 4, away against underdog Texans. Hostile heat. He throws his first postseason charge pick, but immediately redeems with a trademark grit scrap. Redemption first down, TD scramble. This isn't rookie jerk. It's fight until the whistle. Week 5, let's say they face Kansas City Chiefs. Sanders gets blitzed like no other. He responds. Sideline dart, smooth control, uncanny escape. Not just a game, a statement. The NFL slowly shifts from he might be real to he is real. The playoff push week 6 to 12. Cleveland's record improves week over week. Late game comebacks with Sanders leading fourth-quarter drives become a motif. The team's identity narrows to clutch, and their brand follows suit. Local business lines flood. Pressers renew. Rookie? He leads like a veteran. Banners go up across the city. The fan movement grows. Sanders sellouts, OCC merch sells out. They paint murals. They tattoo numbers. They believe. The NFL powers shake. Discussions in front offices from coast to coast. Who is that kid? We need that. They review. Footwork, pocket expansion, fourth-quarter analytics. Mid-season MVP talk ignites. By week 10, predictions blow up. ESPN drops his name near MVP long shot. Analytics focus shows note his passer rating leaps on third down. Social media trends. Hashtag SHEDEUR for MVP 21 trending, along with seasonal stats. 2,500 plus yards, 20 plus TDs, under 8 INTs. But more telling, leadership metrics. Fourth quarter comebacker equals true sign of QB1. That's entering legend. Some analysts push back. Sample size, bad Browns O-line. But the run continues. Teams in playoff positioning talk for the first time in a decade. Week 13, the rain test. Late December, sudden downpour mania. January rain city, cold, windy. This is a playoff test. Field soaked, rotating wind, onside snaps, pressure-laden kickoffs. And Sanders? He tucks pocket, he rolls out. He fires spiral darts across seams. He hits a 40-yard TD in quarter 3. Biggest pass of the season. The city roars back. TV spurts comparisons to young Marino in snow. The kid just keeps climbing. The final thought. In less than a year, SHEDEUR Sanders evolves from draft skepticism into NFL's hottest rookie narrative. He survived adversity, interviews manipulation, narrative traps. He played with poise under pressure, both on-field and media stage. He won hearts, redefined a franchise's future, and etched his own legend, not just in numbers, but in muscle memory, tape room whispers, and civic pride. Now, the rest of the NFL is on notice. Never sleep on a late-round burner. Talent finds a way. And for Cleveland, they didn't just start a rookie. They started a revolution.